Greetings everybody! I would like to renew my effort with building Venom build. Summer is over, so no more time sitting outside with beer and I can spend some time on computers. What I need to do today is to watercool two GTX680 cards that I have for a while now with Watercool, Heatkiller block and Heatkiller backplate. So two cards. Having said that, I'm not going to make this video as a full tutorial. My previous video about how to watercool GPU for GTX680 was quite comprehensive. Nothing really changed conceptually, and I advise you to, for education purposes, to check out that video. So in this video I will just do watercooling without talking that you need this screwdriver and you do this and that. So I do some comments, but generally speaking this will more just showing a little bit more fresher GPU itself and a new block. And also will be interesting, is there any really difference between putting EK block, let's say, or versus watercool, which I don't expect. Well, as usual, the first step is remove existing heatsink and fan. So let's take all those covers out of ports, and most people start disassembling from the PCB, but you also at some certain point you need to remove the bracket as well. So I will start with the bracket this time, and after that we'll disassemble the PCB part. I have people asking me if you really need to wear anti-static wristband and you know, be extra careful. Well, I would say yeah, you need to be not totally careless. I personally don't wear wristband, but at the same time, if you can see, I'm not wearing wool jacket or anything that really can work statically, and I'm doing my work on anti-static surface. So it doesn't mean that you need to buy $50 anti-static mat that I have here. You can just take any anti-static bag, rip it off to make it bigger and work on it. So, but basic predications, yes, you basically need to have. Okay, let's remove screws from PCB. Need a hex screwdriver to do so. Not too many, but nevertheless takes some time to take them off. That's it for the main PCB, and last four screws are for a central processing unit, which are on the springs. Probably want to save every single screw, because if you need to put heatsink back, something like this, you have it. Alright, so everything is removed. Now we just need to take fan off. For that you need to a little bit wiggle the entire construction, because it has some suction going on with existing thermal paste, and after a little bit effort it should come off. Okay. Let's see. Actually, that was much easier than with much older card that I had the last time, probably because it was used and thermal paste get a little bit hardened. This is brand new card, never been used. Plus you can see the surface of the chip dramatically shrink comparing to what we had with GTX680 in the previous video. Alright, so that wasn't difficult at all. Okay, what you need is a piece of microfiber, and there's not much to clean here really. I don't even think you need a surface cleaner for this particular case. Everything is brand new. And let's remove thermal grease. Yeah, technology gets smaller and smaller. With Heatkiller you have all thermal pads included in the package along with the all necessary screws, and also it's, as I see, it seems they already pre-cut it exactly how you need them to place on your card, so no new additional cutting is required. All we need just to follow instructions on a page provided and just place them on. So it's very easy. The two thermal pad sizes used for GTX 680, 2mm and 0.5mm. 1mm part only goes to, actually I'll put this way because one side is self-adhesive, so we can apply it properly. Will not go anywhere. And 0.5mm versions goes on all memory chips, and this, I guess, voltage regulators area here. It's actually 2mm too, sorry, 1mm as well. I usually use a utility knife, but I'm a little bit lazy to go find it, so I'll just use the package. I think the other side is a little bit more sticky. Oh, you need to have small hands to do such things and fine motor function. Okay. No, it's not good. I definitely like my own thermal pads that we have in the store, which has this thermal adhesive property with them. Those just simply do not stick, but it's okay. I think I will separate protective film in advance. I don't need to fight it second time as I just did. Yeah, better. Okay, this part is done. Last part would be putting a little bit thermal grease on the central part of the graphical card. I don't think we need much really. I know most people don't like my method of spreading. As I always say, use what you like. Okay, that's good enough. Alright, the last and most difficult part is actually putting block on, because what you need to do, you need to align all components properly and screw them together. To be honest, I never come to conclusion on whatever right way to do it, to put block on a card or put card on a block, because both ways are equally awkward. So nevertheless, usually I put block on top and after that the flip entire assembly, or you actually try to do it under a certain angle. So let's see how it goes approximately. Yeah, maybe I'll do it opposite way this time. And it's not enough. I have those connectors on the way, so I actually need a raised surface so nothing is on the way for me. Okay. Try to align all holes and lower the block, PCB on the block. And the last thing that left is we screw backplate block and card together. You also may want to put screws into the holes just to make sure that alignment of the block and card is proper, so you don't need to move anything. And after that we need to put backplate, and you're required to use the plastic washers to space backplate away from the PCB. Luckily, washers slightly smaller, so you can screw them right on the screw, and this will not result screw falling out, which will make assembly much easier. Okay, I have all screws put together in all right places, except two spots in the corner that will be using different lengths and also not screwing directly to the block. This will be fixed by a nut. So what we need now is to put backplate in place and start working on fixing entire assembly together, which includes block, card, and the backplate itself. You have this key provided with the package, but it will be much easier if you can use a normal screwdriver. In usual manner, a good idea to connect GPU main, GPU area in cross tightening manner. Well, without backplate, process would be definitely easier, but it looks nicer with backplate on. So for that reason, I'm putting it. Okay. Still need to tighten a little bit more. Visual inspection always help. And don't forget inspecting your card to make sure nothing bends excessively, anything like this. Also, it's recommended to look through the backplate and see that it doesn't touching any components on PCB, because if you do, then there's a possibility that card might shortcut. The spacer provided with the backplate should distance it from the card, but nevertheless doesn't hurt. The final result for the card number 1, just finished. You can see it's really beautiful block. A little bit hard to keep your fingerprints out of it because it's basically perfect mirror type of finish. Backplate is installed as well, looks great. One little mistake I didn't put those shorter screws right away, because I thought for some reason that you should do it later. It wasn't correct. Better put all screws in the beginning and install everything right away. Otherwise, you have to put spacers in between after, and it's a little bit awkward exercise, which I managed, but it was the right way to do. Also, when you put bracket, make sure that you remember that it's only supported by those 2 connectors and little screw in the corner, so handling by the bracket, it's probably not the best idea because it's a good chance you can break PCB or connectors itself. Other than that, this is fantastically looking product I have. I'm really looking forward to install it. It's slightly more difficult to install backplate than on the car models, but the looks definitely better in my personal opinion. That's why I choose it for myself. Thank you for watching. I will come back with progression of my Venom build as I decided to change motherboard. So I'll show you new motherboards next time.